Hello and welcome to Advent Adventures, or should I say Merry Christmas. And we're in the Christmas season now, so maybe they should be called Christmas Adventures. But anyways, it's Thursday, December 26th. I hope you had just a blessed Christmas with your families. I know I did. It's one of the joys of my Christmas day is just getting to hang out with my kids and now some of their kids and that. It's just a great, great day. So anyways, Merry Christmas. Today is the feast of St. Stephen, the first martyr, the proto-martyr, as they like to refer to him as. St. Stephen is the patron saint of altar servers, of builders, casket makers, horses, masons, quarrymen, and also sometimes, you invoke, the intercession of St. Stephen, when you have a headache. Where that one comes from, I don't know. But you know what? He was stoned, so maybe he had all those stones hitting his head. And he's also the patron saint of deacons. So I think it's appropriate that I'm up here speaking today, on this feast day. St. Stephen was one of the first seven deacons that were chosen in the early church to assist the apostles, during their time, and they were responsible for, taking care, of the widows and the orphans and distributing the goods so that, all could share, in that early church. We honor St. Stephen today because he is the first martyr. He was somebody that, spoke the word of God. And it is said of him, that he spoke the word of God with wisdom and with the Spirit of God in him. And, of course, he was challenged a great deal by those early church leaders. And, one time he stood in front of the Sanhedrin, who were very angry, those early Jewish church leaders. And his face appeared like that of an angel. I just think about his passion for the faith, his passion for, sharing the word of God. And, St. Stephen and his story is, to me, another one of those stories, that helps us to believe in Jesus, that helps us to believe that Jesus was God, that Jesus was the Christ. Why do I say that? Because, here's a man that spoke, so passionately about it. And then he was killed for his faith. It didn't stop him. He knew, that he could face death. But what was more important is that he shared the faith and he shared the good news. He shared the story, of Christ with others. And obviously he was martyred for his faith and for his belief. I think in some way it makes us think about maybe those difficulties that we go through in our life. And, if we can look to St. Stephen and call upon, his intercession, to build us up, to give us that strength, just to face, the suffering or the disappointment that we have in our lives. I know it's very important to me, as a deacon that, I look to him because there's moments where I fall. There's moments where, I find myself, wondering and having doubts. And, then I say, St. Stephen, help me, and I read his story again. And it gives me that strength just to persevere through whatever it is I'm going through. Just remember the passion with what he preached and, of how he preached. And, just think about that line, when he stood before the Sanhedrin, that his face appeared like that of an angel. Stephen believed. Stephen didn't have doubts. And he took that belief and made it everything that he was. He spoke the word of God, and made sure that others, no matter what he was faced with, could hear it, and they knew it, and that their lives were also transformed. So today, think about the difficulties you might face and say, you know what, I can get through this. I can get through this because people like St. Stephen did it, and I can too. Continue your Christmas journey.